What up? I'm back. Today is September 9th. I don't know what day it is. Let's see. September 9th. Today was crazy, man. Every day is so fire, bro. Every day. Dude, every day is fucking amazing. Dude, let's just roll through my day today, man. I woke up, I don't know what time, I never checked my phone. I woke up, I had a dream about some human being. And it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I woke up with this emotion and feeling about a human being. A human being that I met. God bless. Dude, I met in 7th grade. I met this human being. I've had dreams before about this human being. And this human being was always with me. And I had this dream. And I woke up this morning and I didn't understand it. I don't remember the dream. It was just like a dream, and then I woke up and it was just like an intuition. It was an intuition, and it went on for a minute, and it kicked me into something special. It kicked me into judging the character of somebody. And this is right, like in the dream state. So, it's real out of the dream, out of awake. And I thought on this human being, and I thought so hard. I thought about everything. And even though I don't know all the aspects of life, being that I've not lived their life, I don't know. But I judged based on the character, on what I knew, what I understand, what I've seen, what I know to be true based on my feelings, and understanding the max potential of a man. And I don't know how long I spent. It was beautiful because it broke me, it made me happy. And just to feel this weird tie to this human being and this love and understanding of what somebody is. And understanding that I trust my judgment. I trust my judgment based on all experiences I've had with this human. I trust this experience based on the man that I know who he is. And I woke up and I just was going through all this information in my head, and I've had dreams about this human being before, and he was always with me. He was with me. I was in front, but he was with me. And I've talked about warriors before, and it takes a special human being to be a warrior. And when I was going through my deliberation, because that's all I can call it, I deliberated and I made a call, and I know the call is right. But this is a mighty man, and I'm proud of him. And it was just crazy, man. It was crazy because there's no way to start a day other than that, to deliberate something and then just understand the greatness of it, understanding that it's very difficult and technical. Because with the duality of man, the duality of man is rough. And without righteous judgment and righteous understanding and higher perspective, there's no way you can judge that. Because depending on your perspective, if you don't see it for the totality of what it is, every man is covered in what you would say would be bad deeds or anything like that. So I don't know, dude. It broke me this morning, man, and I didn't forget about it all day. It's just kind of been in the back burner of my brain, in my head, and my existence itself. But to start a day off like that, and to have a dream, and then to wake up from that and then deliberate and then go through and to understand that it's a mighty man. And it's a mighty man. Makes you feel good about this world. It makes you understand that change is coming and that there are good men in this world. There's good people in this world. And righteous men that do what needs to be done and that are more than capable. And it just made me feel good. And I hope him all the best and send love. And like I said, man, no telling what the future holds, but I've had many dreams, and when I'm with my people, he's always there with me, in every single one. And I know that that's not anything to shake a stick at, because if you're with me, we'll go into war. So, and we will not be defeated in any aspect. And I know every day it gets closer and closer, and to the future, and like I said, this world is changing, and everything's changing, and show the world what love really is. And it sucks that sometimes, in order to change, there's got to be real change, and it is what it is. It's part of it, and even with love, there's things that have to happen. So, you know, it's all wrapped up in righteous judgment, but it was cool, man. It was cool to start my day like that. I did fall back asleep because I don't know what time. It was still dark outside. And I ended up falling back asleep after I went through a deliberation state and did what I needed to do. Created what I needed to create. And went to the next thing. Went to sleep and woke back up. I got a text this morning earlier. I was supposed to be on call today, sort of kind of something like that, and it didn't. Whatever, everything happened exactly what it's supposed to. So then I went and just got food this morning. I got some fruit bowl or whatever, and started my day, you know, in a wheatgrass shop. But did that, had fun there, ate there, listened to my talk, started listening to some of my talk, and honestly, I have no idea what my talk was about. I stopped listening to my talk probably around 2 o'clock, and but I did get to listen to it like 2 or 3 times. So quite a few times this morning, because I went and cut grass after that. I came back home, got my mower, went and cut a yard. My lawnmower is weird, man. It's losing oil, but I don't see any remnants of it. I don't know where it's going. It's kind of frustrating to me. I just need to keep an eye on it. But I felt the weird vibration until I got off and checked it, and I was like, man, this is weird. I don't know what it's doing. It's acting weird. But like I said, I know I'm not supposed to be cutting grass much longer, so the end of this year is definitely. I don't see. You know, I kind of get a little frustrated with the progress of my work and my art. You know, like I had someone ask me today, like, you still doing maintenance and stuff? I was like, yeah, man. You know, but it was weird the way the question was like, I was supposed to be doing something else already. And I know, dude, it's frustrating to me. I'm the one living the life. You know, I'm the one who's supposed to be walking into this new stuff. And so it's super frustrating to me because it's like I'm just going. And I understand that that's the way that I have to live my life. And being that I'm, like, I don't see any other path other than me just to keep doing what I'm doing and just keep creating and keep bettering myself and stepping more and more into my power, like, and these pride and ego battles and all this stuff, like, and so it's super frustrating, you know. It's super frustrating to me because people really don't know the totality of what I'm doing, and it's fine, honestly, it really is fine, but I think people just, like, they may look at me like I'm not doing anything, and but it's like, you guys have no clue. Like, from sun up to sundown, I'm working and then painting for 6, 7, 8 hours. Like, not painting that long, but the process is long, and then me coming out here and talk, like, all that process every night is long, bro. I don't go to bed before 12, ever. And, then I get up at 7, 8, 9, whatever. It's fun. I try and get 8 hours, or somewhere close to it. A lot of times I just get 5 or 6, but, I don't know. So a lot of, like I said, this talk is for me, but, I'm just trying. I don't know, man. I need help. I need direction. I really just need to know what to do next. And I just don't know how to do it on my own. And that's kind of the point. It's like, I understand that I can't do what I need to do on my own. I can't change the world on my own. I can, but there's no point in that. Like, I understand that one person can't do enough fast enough, and it's based on time. And I just know that I have to inspire people in the world, and I just don't know how to do that on a huge level. And I need teams of people, man. I need teams of people to help me, to be my hands, and and I can lead them to the gates of heaven, and but I can't let them go in. I can't make them go in, And so whatever, man. It is frustrating sometimes, and it's like, it's just a means to an end, especially me still flipping houses and stuff, and it's a lot of work, but it is what it is. And like I said, it's kind of, right now, me and a guy, we're just helping each other out in this time, and it's a win-win for me and him, and I get work, and he gets someone to flip his house real quick, so it's a win-win for both of us, and it helps project me into the future. So I'm just doing my thing and just keep doing it. And man, I smell like cigarettes. I hate it. I hate it so much. It smells so bad. But I don't know, man. So then I went and cut a yard, and I stopped and I looked up at the sun, and I have my Oakleys, and so I can just stare at the sun and it doesn't bother me. But I looked up and there was a huge halo around it, and like, in the past, I don't really remember that. Like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, I don't remember it. Maybe I just wasn't aware. But over the last couple of years, the halo was crazy, man. And it was beautiful. And so I was cutting the yard, and I stopped because my mower, I felt the vibration that was weird, and got off. And the woman came out and talked to me. And she was just telling me, whatever. It's so funny. Like, people, she's like, I'm just venting. And I was like, well, that's what I'm here for. I'm your vent. I'm everybody's vent. And it's just Cody, I am me. And but I handed her my glasses because she's like, I saw you looking at the sun. And I was like, yeah, I was just looking. She's like, what? If I look at the sun, it's gonna burn my retina. Is it though? Is it though? And I handed her my glasses. Like, I was already gonna give her my glasses so she could look at the sun and see the halo. Because the halo is beautiful, man. It's a halo that is like rainbowish, and it's just beautiful. And it's beautiful, and it's always right below me, or above me, And like, I'm always in the center of the sun, always. And I guess it's true about every human being, really. Like, no matter where you're at, like, you're always in perspective of the sun, in the center of you, depending on how you're standing. And it's just some weird connection that I've made a long time ago, being that I would spend so much time in the sun over the last couple months, and it's like I'm always in the center of the sun, and it's like that is not meant to harm me. The food that we eat that gives us these chemicals, it draws out the pesticides and crap that's inside of us. That's what harms us. That's what gives us skin cancer. That's all that stuff. It's based on the crap in the food. It's not. If we was eating healthy, complete healthy food, we would never have that issue. So, whatever. Life is crazy, and whatever. Me and her talked and all this stuff, and it was cool. I went into her house, and she had. So I'm using a lot of symbols in my art and stuff like that, and the pharmacia and all that, and the medical. and she has that stuff in her house as well. And we started talking about that, and it was cool, man. I understand, like, it's super cool that the people that I'm around, and I kind of told her, I was like, I came out of a religion where all this stuff was bad, and all the Christianity, and she's like, yeah, well, everyone can use anything. I said, that's the point. Like, you can use anything for good or anything for bad. It just depends on your perspective of it, because that's just duality of the world. And like I said, people are starting to understand duality more, and they talk about it more as I come into contact with them. I don't know if I just project it out or what, but like, I just talked to somebody. I was like, dude, he's like, all my art has duality in it. He goes, yeah. He goes, I saw one of your paintings, and it had two sides to it. He says that was duality. I was like, yeah. I was like, every bit of art that I have is duality. I was like, I am duality in so many facets, good and evil, because we talked about, like, being extremely bad and good, and he's one man that's actually seen the bad side of Cody. And so I told a kid again today, I was like, you know what, I was like, I know the worst of worst. I can be the worst of worst. I can manipulate the worst of worst. I'm capable of all these things. I was like, because I had to live on that side. I was like, but now I choose not to use those things. They're kind of distance from me. They're still inside me. I just lock them up, I didn't throw away the key. It's not even a key, it's a combination. And I know the code. I can get it really quick. I just tend not to use those things because love conquers everything. But I do have those capabilities. I can't think of a good situation to ever need them, but maybe I would. And because it is part of me, it's part of who I am. And I use that information that I've learned over my lifetime to kind of counteract those traits in other human beings, to kind of mirror them and put them in their place in a sly way, because I'm better. I'm better because I'm level-headed. I'm better because I know both sides. I am both. So I know when and when not to use certain things. And I'm just better. I'm just better. I'm better at being naughty, and I'm better at being nice. We went to Cracker Barrel the other day, man, and all these women were buying all these bags, and it was so funny because the bags had like 3 things on it, like naughty, nice, and then maybe, or something like that. And I told her, I said, I'd buy a bag if it said naughty on it. Like, but since it's check marked something else, it's like, I can't buy it because I'm naughty. And she just laughed. But that's kind of it. Like, I understand who I am. And 90% of this journey, 99% of this journey is taking charge of who you are. Taking responsibility for your own actions. That was a conversation that me and this woman had this morning. Taking responsible for your own actions. No one does this anymore. No one does this. And that is the turning point of heaven and hell. It sounds counterintuitive, but not really. It actually makes complete sense. When you're in hell, it's because you're running from your actions. When you're in heaven, you take responsibility. That's how you get to heaven. That's the start of it. It's by taking responsibilities for your actions. And it's because it's a step forward. It's a good step of pride and ego. And pride and ego is not good or bad. I mean, it can be bad, and it can be good. That's what I'm trying to say. And so, yeah, man, it's like weird. It's like every day I have a theme, man, and it's so fun. Every day we have theme. Every day we have music, and it's just beautiful, man. It's beautiful, and but it is frustrating to me, like I said, that things aren't moving in my timeline. But at the same time, it's like I get rid of these expectations because it's here when it's here. And that's kind of my art tonight. It was called Starstruck, was the first song. And I look at myself as a star. In the sense of, like, if you get hit by a star, dude, you're getting hit, and it's throwing everything chaotically, and there's no denying it, and it just stops and changes everything, and there's nothing you can do about it. Even if you didn't get hit by the star, you still get hit by star dust. the debris, and it affects you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You may not even know. You could have had your back to it, and it boom goes by you. It doesn't know. You don't know, but you still get hit by the star debris and star dust. And so, like, that's kind of how I look at myself, and that's why I understand that I just have to be the best version of me. I have to hold to my morals, to my standards, and I cannot fall short of them. I can, and sometimes I may, but it just has to do with self-awareness and just constantly be in that, and it's just me being, and it's so fun, dude. Life is hilarious to me, and humans, dude, they make me so happy, and they make me laugh, and life is just beautiful, man. All aspects of it, because everyone's in their own journey, and it's like I have to meet, even though I'm on my journey, and I may have already done the healing process. And so now I've already been where other people have been, and so now it's like now I can kind of help and inspire and just talk and maybe help ease people's understanding of things and literally just be and just let them know that I truly do have their back, and I understand that you may not call me, but if you fucking do, I'll go to war for you. I got your back, and I mean it. And if I gotta pull out the darkest of dark to put someone in their place, I will. If I have to be a bigger bitch than somebody, I'll do it. And I'll do it in a way where they would not understand. And I will break them like they've never been broken. Because if they break you, I'm coming to serve justice. And I'm like Batman. My injustice that I go and defend against, I'm bringing justice, not injustice. Because I'm not going to be extreme as Batman. But I'll bring it. And I'll get you. I'll get you every time. Because I'm sly, bro. I'm sly. And I'm proud of it. Because I've lived both. I have the right to be. I lived in the darkest of dark. I've seen it. I've studied it. I trained from the master himself. And then I went to the light side and trained from the master himself. And then I created a third version of me who was capable of using both. I live in the light, but it doesn't mean I don't have a shadow. I can... What's up? Let's go. Because the shadow version is not bad. The shadow just has skills. The light doesn't show. And it's whatever. Today is beautiful, man. Today was fire, man. I got to go to eat my restaurant today, and it was everything I wanted to be and more. It's always amazing. It's always fun. The food was phenomenal, like always. And the conversations were always hilarious, and the actions were always just blow my mind. And there's nothing better. I talked in my painting on Facebook. I was like, perfect day, and then I got to paint 2 paintings, and that was extra. So like, I just love life, and I'm just doing my part and just continue to move forward and focus on me, because at the end of the day, I'm the only thing that's left. And I talked to a human today, man, and I was like, I showed him some of my art, and I was like, it's weird. I told him that I got someone helping me with my art stuff, and helping me do some stuff and get it kind of going. And I kind of told him, I was like, dude, it's fucking weird. It's so weird for me, because I never really truly had anyone. I mean, you guys could say someone could come or whatever, but in my perception, like, I've never really had anyone truly fucking care what I do. Like, I think it's just because I've been so independent that maybe the perspective is you're gonna do it on your own no matter what, and that's true. That's true. I can handle anything, and but I've never had anyone push me. I've never had anyone to have my back. I've never really had anyone go above and beyond for me. And it's not that I really care, but I needed it and I wanted it. I just never got it, and I guess it never allowed it to happen either. I guess I don't know. I'm allowing it to happen now. I don't know what I could have done different because just no one pushed. And like I said, I understand I'm stubborn and I'm a hard individual because I'm an individual. And that's what I had to grow up living, was by myself. And I had to, if I wanted something done, I had to do it myself. If I wanted something done right, I had to do it myself. If I wanted something done to the standards that I felt was right, then I had to do it myself. That's why I don't have employees. Because it would never be up to par. And then I gotta get sick in my stomach. I'm getting sick now thinking about having employees in my work and over the years. Like, it makes me sick. I love them all, and I'd overpay the piss out of them. But it's just like they could never do what I did. And they would always cut corners, every single one. Everybody I ever worked for would cut corners. And, you know, it kind of sucks for me because then I lose a little bit when I don't cut corners. But that's the reason you cut corners. And I just don't like to. It doesn't make sense to me. It just never made sense to me to cut a corner. And I'm trying to look at my life, and maybe I have. But it just makes zero sense. I don't honestly, I can't think of a time. I'm sure I have. If I was to say, I don't know, honestly. The only thing I can say is maybe I didn't know. I could say that maybe I wasn't good enough skilled in a task, and I did it, but I did it to the best of my ability. But I would never say that I cut at corners. That's the only thing I could say. But I never logically chose to cut a corner. Save money. I lose money all the time. I'll always lose it. I'll make it right every single time. That's kind of the conversation me and this woman had this morning. I'll make it right every time. You know, and she owns a business, and she's the same thing. She's like, I can't. If I mess up on my part, or my employees mess up, I have to make it right. And I was like, yes. But now in this world, we don't have that. You know, we have all these big corporations that don't give a fuck. And it's these small business owners with morals and integrity, you know, that are getting beat out. But at the same time, people like me, we use those places and businesses because the integrity that is there. Even if it's more expensive, it doesn't matter. Because I'm going to go to places that have integrity, that take pride in what they do, enjoy the art that they create, whether it's food or just whatever, and especially food. Like, that's why I love like waitresses and waiters and stuff, and cooks and all that. Because it's like, dude, they take pride in that shit, dude. And I love food. I love it a lot. It's delicious. And I need it. I have to have it. You know, I don't really, I guess. Honestly, I'm thinking I don't really have to eat every day. I think we just kind of programmed ourselves to that. I think you get, you know, we're just gluttonous human beings. And, but we're just programmed by this world. Honestly, if we was eating real food, we wouldn't have to eat every day. But being that our chemicals, they're non-nutrition, and so it's just filled with fillers, that's why. And then we're just having extra calories, empty calories that aren't providing the things that we need. And then we have vitamin deficiencies and stuff like that. And honestly, the ACs are very bad for us as human beings. And AC is very bad for us. I come up with this understanding a while ago. Actually, I thought of whatever. I thought about this a while ago. ACs are bad, and I can watch. I've turned mine off. Mine's been off for probably almost 2 or 3 weeks. It sucks at night sometimes, but I'm getting used to it. I'm just kind of programming myself. But air conditioning, like just think of the word. It's air, and then it's conditioning it. I understand that it means it's making it comfortable or whatever, and it's lowering the temperature. But you're getting conditioned to breathe air like that. That air is not good. So when you come out to the real world, you're shifting out of your condition into something else that's boom, and then it's just bad. It's because it's causing two dualities where it has to be whatever. You need to be in the atmosphere itself that's always constant. And then your body can adapt to that. But being that we're constantly going into all these different air atmospheres, and that stuff, those particles that we can't even see, they're going into our body and they're causing shock over and over and over again. And it just doesn't, it's bad. It's bad. And I haven't turned on my AC in my truck ever. I don't anymore. I'll play Heat Out in a second. I love Heat Out. And I remember one day we were cutting grass. We were riding like 4 deep in a truck, like in a single cab truck, out to a job in Smyrna. And we cut like some projects out there or something, some slums, like literally slums. Like you get there in the morning and it's 7 o'clock, dude. Not everyone, but there's people out there drinking beer still. I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Like it's 7 o'clock in the morning and you guys got 40s playing Edward 40 hands out there in the front yard. Like y'all need to go sleep. Let them go sleep till about 8. You know, like 8 in their night. And but we be out to cut. So what we did was we played Heat Out all the way from Nashville to Smyrna, and with 4 deep in a single cab white truck. And by the time we got there, one of the dudes was so sick. He was so sick, and he was an older guy, so obviously. But and I think he drank a lot. We were young, you know, probably 22, 20, you know, in our 20s, low 20s. So we were fit, and he's an older guy. He's probably in his 30s, high 30s, 40s by then. And so I never, you know, I liked Heat Out, whatever. You just sweating like crazy, like can't breathe, like it's fun, you know. And but I just remember he was so sick, and I don't know, Heat Out's cool. But yeah, I think we can go quite a time without food, and you know, you think about it, because it's like I could lose a lot of weight still. You know, I'm about 180 and hanging around 180 and not been working out at all, and still strong as an ox. Like for myself, being that I haven't worked out in a month again, and I just haven't really made time. It's not that I don't have time, I just haven't made time. And I look at life like that, where it's like, even if I was to come into a relationship right now, like I'm busy, but I would make time. And you look at life in general as that. And like I said, I've talked about this many times before, where if someone wants time with you, they will make time. And so you have to understand, like, what is a want? Does someone even want you? Because if they truly want you, they will make time. And it's kind of the same thing. That's kind of what I go through life now, is like, if someone wants time with me, and I tell them all the time, I'm like, look, if you want time with me, I will make time for you. But you have to want time with me and prove that you want time with me, like by saying something or setting something up. And if you don't, then I'm going to give myself time. Because I'm not going to go somewhere where someone really doesn't want time with me. Because I appreciate myself. I love myself. And my time is very, very, very important. It's the most important thing that I have. It's worth everything. I'm the richest man in the world. Because I understand my time is worth everything. It's the only thing that truly matters. And I will give you time. But only if you're going to give me time in return. Equal give and take. And when you're in my time, if you're in front of me, if you're showing me time, I'm giving you back all of me. All of me. But you have to come get my time. You have to show me you want to give me time. And that you want my time. If you don't, then you don't. But your actions speak louder than words. So it is what it is. And I'm just a different human being right now. And I'm always going to be this way for all of eternity. But today was fire, dude. Today was perfect. Today makes me laugh. I had a woman call me or text me the other day, and she said she wanted a painting done of this and that, and it's the one that I've been kind of puzzling on for the last couple of days, and it's a small one, 18 by 24. She said she wanted a smaller painting, so I was like, whatever. I bought a little canvas at the store, and I was super worried about it. I get kind of stressed about creating art for other human beings, just because I'm still that old Cody, that people pleaser, and I want to do the best. I want to do the best to my ability for somebody. When I'm doing something, it doesn't matter what it is. It has to be all of me, and it has to be. I just want it to be good, and I want you to love it. I just don't know how to get away from that, because anything that I produce and I'm giving it or selling it or whatever, or doing it for you because you asked, it just has to be right. And being that I don't really know what my art is still, other than the fact that I love it, it's a weird thing. Like, I texted her and sent her a picture, and I was like waiting to see what she was gonna say, because I'm like fucking flipping out. It just gets me good, and I don't know. I just want her to like it. I like it. I think it's different. I just want to make sure that she does. Just because I'm in a parameter, and I don't know what their expectations of me is. I guess that would be the case. And I asked her a couple of things about it before I did it. I kind of asked about, is my style of art okay? Like, is what I do okay? Because I'm going to do that. I want it to be hyper bright and all that stuff, but if you don't want me to do that, then I need to know. And so she gave me some parameters and said it was fine, and she just wanted these two things in it, and I was like, all right. So I got the song and I listened to it. It was different. It was different for me because I said I listened to a lot of things. I listened to stuff with profanity in it. I listened to all kinds of stuff, and this was more of a hymn, and which is fun. It was cool. I just had to get a version that was a little bit more upbeat than a hymn. But it was cool. It was a good song, and it got me in my emotions a couple times, and I could really kind of connect to the understanding of what I was trying to paint and why I was painting it, and hopefully it can inspire and at least be something. And I don't know. I mean, I'm proud of it. It's different. It's different. So I just hope that they understand what I was trying to depict, and I hope it's everything that they. I know it's gonna be everything that they wanted and needed, and I think it's bright enough because that was kind of the point. To have a somber moment, but have something lift you out of it. And the only way to lift you out of it is with real love and emotion, real brightness, real, just, So I just hope they love it, and it's cool. It actually took me around 50 minutes to make it, and what is cool is it's also new for me because I just do it. I don't really know what the crap I'm doing logically, and so that's what I love the most. Is it's always a surprise, and there's nothing I love more than surprises. And I had this ton of surprises today, and it leaves me in awe every single time, and it's just part of life, and I love it. I love my life. It's fun, and it's amazing, and it's beautiful in every aspect. And it's so funny, dude. It's so funny. But today was cool, man. And so I painted that, and like I said, it took me about 15 minutes. I did go to the art store in East Nashville today. I just wanted to see what they had, and then I ended up spending a shit ton of money that I didn't need to spend, but I did it anyways. And it's not that I needed to or didn't need to. I just did. I actually didn't buy that much, but it ended up being kind of expensive because I bought a whole palette knife set, and it had some cool designs in it. I didn't use it in any of my art today, but I know that when I do, I think I'm going to rock over to some more abstract stuff in the future. That is just abstract and not like designs in it, not humans or not people. Because I want to do some canvas ones like that. I want to buy some big canvases and do some badass, big, with some crazy songs, abstract ones. But I need to get a heater. I want to do it fast. Like I said, I got to do it in an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours tops. Like, and in order to do more of the abstract stuff, like sometimes you need solid colors and not so much blending. And so I'll have to get a heater. Plus on canvas, like there's air pores hole, so it would dry quicker. So I don't have a problem with that. I got a little blower in my room, so I can heat it up real quick. But these palette knives are gonna be awesome for that. So I can have some crazy ass designs in it. And it was fun to paint on that little canvas today, because it's different. It's different for me. And when I went to the art store, they had some graffiti there. I'm like, dude, that stuff is fire, bro. I've never watched a video really. I've watched a few videos of graffiti, but not much. Like maybe a couple minutes where they're like finishing touching it. And so I really don't even understand the process, because all my spray paint art is kind of childish, and like I said, not technical at all. And it's not me trying to make, Bugs Bunny or something. It's just whatever I feel at a real low intellectual level, shapes wise and stuff, like real just shapey type stuff. And it's just part of it, because like I said, this art for me is little Cody painting, and it's letting him live out his life that he didn't get to live. And then as an adult, I just have to provide for him. I have to be the one who goes makes money and provides, so I can continue to pay for this crap, because there's no telling how much money I have invested in it. It's a lot. It's all of it. I don't do anything else but paint and eat and paint, like literally. And it's what I live for right now. And that's kind of like some of the issues why whatever is like, that's why I'm still remodeling and stuff, because it's like, if this is providing for my need to buy paint and stuff, and I kind of have to do it. I don't see any other choice right now. And it's just the way it's gonna be right now. At least today it was, and tomorrow probably, and who knows. But whatever. So I painted the little one, and I kind of started cleaning my room up a little bit, and just kind of cleaning stuff around, and just throw stuff away, and trying to just get it to where it's like halfway nice, clean, where I can freaking kind of think and breathe a little bit, and walk around my room. I got a bed in the middle of my bedroom, and then I have on the sides, like I got a huge computer desk with 3 monitors, and I just got so much stuff in there. And then I got paintings stacked up, and then I got paintings in the hallway stacked up, and I just need to clean. And I may not live in the best thing, but as long as I can clean it out, it is what it is. And I don't really care where I live, because all I care about is creating. And like I said, I'll have something nice in the future. Then I can have my own space, and that's kind of what I need. And my own space to create, that I can start from scratch. I can build it out, all that real quick, and just have everything perfect, and go from there. And because honestly, now that a lot of it I had to start in my bedroom, because I didn't understand what I was doing. And now I'm kind of to the point where it's like, now when I shift to my new place, I can build it out and make everything perfect, and it's gonna be master. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be beautiful. And I know what I need, what I want, video cameras, tapes, whatever, computer. It's just gonna be awesome. So I'm just excited about it, and everything's coming. And honestly, like next week, yeah, man, I'm busy. I'm so busy, and but it's fun. I need to go on vacation, but it's almost like it's shifting. It's shifting over to. I'll go on vacation when I need to go. Everything I don't need to go yet, I'll go when it happens, and I'm kind of starting to understand why, and it's just funny to me, and it'll be in a couple weeks, so it'll happen when it's needed, and it'll be cool, it'll be perfect, it'll be everything it's supposed to be. But so my second art, which like I said, I started with, it was like Star or something, or Starstruck, and then there was another song called like Star Song, and then there was another song called Party Girl, and then the final song is this song. And honestly, I didn't even know what this was until I posted it, and I got to see it on my computer in front of me. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because my subconscious is crazy. And Little Hoss, Little Casanova, he's brilliant. He's freaking brilliant. And I can't wait to see if people see what's in that art, because I was just trying to do like a galaxy type of idea, and I didn't have any black, man. I was out of black, and I was like, well, how am I gonna do that? I don't even got black. I'm out of it, and I was kind of frustrated. I actually got kind of pissed off today painting because the white was doing something weird, and it was pissing me off, man. It was making me angry, and but then it was supposed to be what it was, and just little Cody gets a little agitated sometimes at some pettiness. And even though it's not really petty, it just happened exactly the way it was. I was just over it real quick, and it kind of giving me a little anxiety right now. Because when it doesn't work out, so there's a pride and ego. It's pride and ego. Pride and ego. That's straight pride and ego. And I'm getting sick to my stomach because it's a pride and ego. But whatever, I let it go, and I kind of knew it was, and I was starting to get I'm actually starting to get really weird right now. Getting tense in my neck and stuff. But whatever, it all worked out exactly the way it was supposed to. Dude, Pride and Ego's crazy, man. I haven't felt that feeling. I haven't felt this feeling in a while. A little bit agitated. But yeah, I was starting to get a little weird. Man, my stomach, bro. I haven't felt this anxious in a second. Whatever. So it was cool, man. So, dude, I don't even know. And I got this other paint, this little glow-in-the-dark paint and stuff. I don't really like it. It doesn't. I don't see how it would be good for the style of art that I do. And I would like to be able to light my paintings up at night. And I used to have black lights. I want to put a black light on it and see what it does at some point. And who knows? I think as I get into higher grade paint, like I know in the future when I'll start using higher grade paint, I just use so much, so it's really expensive. And I bought some paint today, and it was, it's not that much more than Hobby Lobby, but at the end of the day, like when you're using a lot, it because every painting I'm doing is 45 by 45, really, and it's a lot, and it gets expensive. and there's really nothing you can do other than pay those prices to create art. And being I haven't really sold much, I've not recouped on any of my investment, and so like I said, I got tons of money in it, and I know it'll all come in the future, and it's just part of it, and it's just it's a long process, man, and I'm just trying and trying and trying. It's a lot, and it's a lot by yourself. Like I said, I need my army here. I need a group of people to help me, because I just don't maybe understand like the market. I haven't had time. I'm just still creating it, and I don't know. We'll see. Everything happens exactly the way it's supposed to be. So I just keep doing what I'm doing, and it's kind of out of my hands, and I just keep living in my power, which is just going with the flow and just doing, just creating, and but the picture's crazy. The picture's crazy, and when I really looked at it, it almost looks like a human dancing. It's exactly what it is. It's someone dancing, and then like almost two faces in it. One, yeah, and it's just like they're in awe of that, and it's funny because it's like I didn't plan any of that. It just turned out that way. Like it's the most beautiful. I wish people could understand that, like, I have no thought process when I'm painting. It's all intuitive feeling. And so I do not plan any of this. This is why I understand. This is why my art surprises me so much, and it's just so crazy, because it's like subconsciously it's creating what it's creating, and I am literally going with my feelings. And it's like, so this is why I trust my feelings completely. Because every single day, I'm learning to trust my feelings even more, because it's creating something that I don't even see. I don't even see. All I do is feel. And I don't know what that feeling or the outcome is going to be. I just feel and create. And so, like, to me, I could see what people are going, Cody, you're pushing this stuff out. And I'm like, dude, no. I have no logic. I have no brain power involved in this. I'm trying to make a galaxy, bro. I'm trying to make the stars and just follow the swirls. And then when I step back at it and I look at it, it's like, boom, there's someone dancing and two faces in there. And it's like, now I see that. I didn't see that until I was done painting and took 2 pictures of it, or however many got on my computer. And I was like, that is perfection, because that's perfect. And it just depicts what's going on in my head, and the awe. And evidently what Little Hoss truly desires and wants and loves. Like, whatever inspires him and his muse. And it's like, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't. Like, if you have a muse, you have a muse, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it is what it is, and you just live your life as that, and you just let whatever comes out of you, and you're freaking true and authentic enough to allow it to happen. And you don't hold back, and you just surrender to the process and to yourself, and that in itself is amazing and beautiful. Because if I'm doing this, I just can't imagine what other people would do if they quit surrendering, or if they started to surrender to the process of anything and everything they're doing, and they allow their heart and their subconscious to speak out to the world and just share what's inside of them with no reserves. It's like, that is art. That's real love. That's real love. Because you're expressing everything with no reserves. And you're allowing it to happen. And that process itself is amazing and beautiful. And today, like I said, today has been the most beautiful day in my life, man. And I knew it was. I said it yesterday. Today is going to be the best day of my life. And every day is going to be the best day of my life. Every single day. And it's all based on perspective. And honestly, today was. I woke up this morning in the dream and just, dude, it started the best day of my life. With just, I got to step into the liberation and to understand the human being and and to have some righteous judgment on that, and then get to create some art for someone who asked for some, and to understand that I put everything in it. I put all of me in it, all my love, I gave it my attention, and I felt exactly what I needed to do for that painting, and it's perfect. And whether or not they like it is beside the point, but I gave everything that I could for it. And then to create another piece of art, same thing. I gave everything I could to it, and I surrendered my time and my attention to it, and it's exactly what it's supposed to be. And then me hanging out with some people today, multiple people talking about multiple things, and me can just completely surrender into all those processes and to those people, and giving and leaving everything I could based on each situation, and instantly just mirroring back what they're giving me, and just enjoying life, and just trying to stand in kind of like my wisdom, in a lot of situations where I understand that there's multiple avenues and things that I could do in every situation, but I think the strongest thing to do and the strongest way to be is to use wisdom and discernment in every situation, and to know what is needed, and know what needs to be done. and I'm getting better at it, because it's like, I'm just living my life, and I just enjoy it. I enjoy every day, dude. Makes me laugh, bro. Makes me laugh. You know what is so crazy? It's because it's like light and dark for me, right? You think I'm still living the life of duality here. Out in the world, during the day, I'm meeting human beings. I'm getting to spend time with them. I'm getting inspiration. I'm feeling love. I'm feeling energy return. I'm giving energy. I'm just being with humans. And then as soon as I walk into my house and I get home, it's boom. It's Cody's time. It's a separate thing of duality. It's the opposite of with people and then not with people. And giving my time to express what's inside of me. And to have no reserves, and to just exist and be and create, and it's so beautiful, man. It's so beautiful by myself. And so a lot of this is like I can't even imagine what it's gonna be like when I have a family and I know that they're in the next room, and that I may have to stop because she needs something or the kids need something, and just understand that now they're part of this expression of me as well, and that all these human beings now, they're not just with me during the day, but they're with me for all of eternity, and they are me. They were helped produced by me, and then someone is freely giving me the night and day. Like, that's beautiful to me. Someone's gonna give you night and day of their life, and I'm gonna give them night and day of mine. Like, that's all of you. That's freaking fire, bro. And they're giving you their duality, and I'm giving them my duality. And then that we accept both of our dualities together, and we understand and trust that the other person is that duality, and I'm that duality. And I trust that whatever happens is going to happen. And I trust that that person's going to be exactly who she is. And that she trusts that I'm going to be exactly who I am. Like, that's fire, bro. You know? And like I said, again, Cody is a duality human being. Meaning the way I treat human beings is not going to be the way I treat just me and my wife. Like, we're going to have different, like, stuff that people will never ever see of this version of me. And, because I have all the same qualities that every human being does. You know, I'm just proper when I need to be proper, and I'm an animal when I need to be an animal. And so, just like every human being is. And that's what's cool, because like I said, that animalistic stuff is not for the world. And I think that's a lot of what we need to understand as humans, is that, you know, a lot of the stuff that should be done behind closed doors should not be public, because it's supposed to be special between two human beings. And whatever, to each his own. I don't know, maybe we could share it with the world. Who cares? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, I guess. But I just always see things with, like I said, where I've created a life where I don't want to give everyone everything. I'm not gonna, because not everyone is deserving of that, and not everyone is me. You know, there's only gonna be another one of me, and I'm only gonna be one of them. So like, that's the things. I have to give them stuff that they never got before. Like, and hopefully they'll give me stuff that, you know, they never gave away before as well. And you know, that's just kind of it. And I look into this world, and you understand love. When you start to understand love and real love, it's like there's a lot of people that's never gave anyone love, like real love, before. And so it's like, it leaves hope here, and it leaves hope for me in the future, especially for new relationships that are alongside of me, like, you know, where I can inspire and teach other people how to love completely, and then they can love their spouses and stuff completely as well. And like I said, and then, well, I'm going to have an army of those people beside me, you know, and we will change the world together, because we'll be walking in this understanding of love, and we'll be walking in love, in this force field of love that you cannot break. And where we are an army, and no one can withstand us. No one can diminish us. No one can hurt us, because we're all individual threes. You know, a husband and a wife, or whatever. We're three. We're a version. We're strong. No one can stop one, let alone an army of that. And of husbands and wives all across, walking through a field, because we just made it to heaven together. And then boom, now we're going to share it with the rest of the world. And it's just the understanding of how to be happy, how to have true love, and how to have faith and love in your partner, where you guys can conquer anything. And there's nothing going to be too tough for you, because you've overcame your past alone, and now together you overcome the rest of your past if you have to, and then you defeated everything already. Like, there's nothing that you've seen between the two of you that you can't defeat. And I mean, that's the purpose. I gotta pull out a Gatorade bottle. Man, it's been a minute since I listened to some good country, dude. Like, this is a good, like, fire country song, man. And you know, being that I went to school up here, and you know, I wear cowboy boots, and dude, I love country music, man. I love the old storytelling country music, man. And and I know that my future has a lot of music in it. You know, it really does. And because music's such a big part of my life, that I will be in music in the future, in the very near future. And I thought about singing country music for a while, and maybe one day, but I love country music a lot, because, like, especially, like, I have old songs like Old Red Dirt Road, and, you know, Old Tim McGraw, and Chris Knight, and, like, when I brought it to LA, she was starstruck. How they living off of Adderall and Starbucks. Started asking, baby, when can it be? You know, and it shoots me back into that time when I used to listen to it all the time. Like, I loved country music back in the day when I thought it was good. You know, and it's cool. There's some, you know, songwriters coming out that are pretty good, and a country, old kind of storytelling type country music. I'm not a huge fan of bro country, I guess, but to each his own. And but who knows? I just don't give my time to it. But I don't know. It was weird, because I finished. So what happened was, I picked this song because I was listening to Party Girl, and which is a rap song. And as soon as I hit the canvas, with some orange paint. I remember this song. It's called In the Orange. And I was like, boom, it's new song time. And so I picked this song, and it's perfect, man. It was perfect because it's so perfect. Life is beautiful. She's my angel, but she puts herself through hell. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset, cause she saw fame, and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gonna break her down. But yeah, dude, everything is fire, dude. And I guess I'll work tomorrow, and I'm gonna meet that woman, give her the painting tomorrow, and so I'm excited about that. I'm always excited about being able to stand next to somebody as they look at the painting. Being that I haven't done many of that, but I love my I've not being that, like, I don't get my rocks off or kicks from like anything that I build, anything that I repair, any home renovations, any landscaping jobs I do, any aspect of the work that I've done for the last 20 years of my life. But my art is something different. Because it's straight imagination. It's straight coming from the ether. It's coming from just nothing to something where, that's kind of why I look at remodeling and stuff like that. It's like, that doesn't mean nothing to me. Because I can mimic that. I can see it. There's already something started. But my art is coming from scratch. And like, it's just coming from, I don't even know, some invisible force. And it's just weird because it's like, for once in my life, it's something that's untainted. And that is literally coming from me. And I think that's a lot of it for me. It's like, this is a version of Cody that's coming out. Other than my muse, that's not inspired by a lot of stuff, like, it's not tainted, it's not whatever, like, my muse inspires me evidently, and I create for that muse. And I kind of look at like I said, it's like, almost, it's like, I know for a fact all my art is for my muse, like, is for my muse. And it's kind of weird to say that, but it's like, everything I do in life is for someone else. Because that someone else is part of me. Because everyone is part of you, and we're all the same. And so, like, we'll all have energy that is bonded and connected. And some of us are just connected more with some of us. So, I've thought of this the whole time, and it's like, I'm creating all of this for something. I'm creating this for my future family, kids, wife, whatever. All of this is for that. And it's like, I trust my feelings. There's nothing I can do about it. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. Either that or, yeah, I trust my feelings. So I trust myself. I know who I am. And all of it is for my muse. So it is what it is. Go big or go home, And I'm going big every time. I'm extreme. I'm all of me. And that's Cody. I am me. I am me. And I think that's kind of how I'm going to start signing my art anyways. So I am me 3 to infinity. Infinitely. I am me infinitely. I am me 3 infinitely. I am me 3 infinity. I am me 3 infinity. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Today was fire. Today was perfect. I'm pretty tired, but then again, what's new? I give everything every day. Like, I really do. I really do. And it's pretty cool. I was thinking about this today. I was like, you know what? No, because I remember I had a conversation with a buddy, and he's like, you know, when he started running, he said, you know, it helps him sleep at night, and because he's tired by the end of the day, you know, because he's completely drained and all that stuff. And I was like, this is how I feel every day. Like, I'm super tired every single day because it's like I give everything all day, every day. And it's like, even if it's not as physical as most people think, I still do a lot of physical quality stuff, being that I work, you know, I'm still repairing houses and stuff, picking up 5-gallon paint cans, whatever, who cares? Lightweight, you know? And so I'm still getting like some physical qualities of physical whatever. And that's just Cody, so, you know, whatever, man. I got that dad bod or something, you know? I don't have to be skinny. Just be me. And just thick. Just stocky. Dude, it's so funny, like when I was little, like I had to get like little pants from like Stride Rite or something. The Stride Rite was the shoes, I think. Like Oshkosh Bagosh and like the little stocky clothes, because I was just always stocky. Like I said, until I got into high school, like my last year at school, and I lost like 30 pounds in about a month and a half. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can change my body so quick. I've done it many times. I've thought about everything in my life. I've done it before. I've gone through huge transitions real quick. Like, and this is why I know I trust myself, and this is why I know I've done this stuff before, because it's like anything that I want, I'm more than capable of it. But I have to make the choice. Like, I have to say I want this, and it involving me, not other human beings. But I know that I'm capable of anything, and it's very simple. It's just, what do I want? And whatever I want, I will achieve. And there's nothing that can stand in the way except the Creator Himself. And if that's what He chooses, then that's what He chooses. I'm you know, I have no control over that. I'm not the one in charge of this world. And ultimately, I'm in charge of me, but He also can trump me anytime He wants, because He has powers that I can't foresee. And you know, so it's like, it's the same thing with the universe or any of this stuff. Like, we can want or think that we want to do anything, but they have to kind of jump on board as well. And so, like, that's where the surrendering part comes. I surrender with the process of whatever happens, and I don't try and force anything, because I understand that within myself, within this body, within this parameters, yes, I can control all of this. However, it's ignorant and stupid and uncalled for me to go out into the world and try and create things without even consulting or thinking for or thinking of all the other processes around me in the world, and what is the best for the totality of all, and not just the desires and wants of a single man. And it's super confusing, because me and this woman talked today kind of about, you know, like, she said, you know, everyone deserves, you know, maybe some basic stuff, but, you know, we kind of talked about a little bit of like the border crossings and stuff like that, and it's like, in the totality of things, it's like, we can't all just come here, and like, everyone can't just move here because it's good or better than. However, at the same time, I see it's everything is so, it's not very it's super complicated, actually, when you start to scale up the number of human beings. Because you understand that not every human being's going to do their part, not everyone's going to be capable of doing it, not everyone's going to want to do it, not everyone's going to sign on. And so it's like you can't, like, there's always going to be people who take advantage of it. So, like, I feel, in one sense, that the basic needs of humans need to be met. But I think, and I know, it has to be the basic needs, meaning mediocre everything. You know, nothing extravagant, but just the basic needs. Basic food, basic water, basic shelter. And then when you set guidelines on that, low level of time exchange get you to keep that. You get it no matter what, but low level time exchange, you get to keep that. And then the more time you invest, or the higher jobs you got, or the more skills you have, or the higher you take responsibility for things to help better for the rest of the world, the more you get in return. Or after that, you have to, you can go do a job and make more money and then whatever. But I think as a whole, that would kind of, it's going to be a weird system though. I'm really trying to think how to implement it and make it fair, because life is not fair. However, for the people that's competed in this system and done well, and small businesses or business owners, like, they need to get huge incentives. And those huge incentives will make their lifestyle so much better. And it's the only way that it can happen. Because it's the only way to keep those people providing jobs to these other people that below them that don't want to take that responsibility. Because it's difficult. Running a business and a business owner, and then having to deal with all the pettiness and the real life tragedies and real life things, like, and manage human beings, and to understand, like, when you're in control of them, your life is their life, like, and their lives reflect you and affect you. And so it's very difficult, and it sucks a lot. And especially, like, so I've watched this numerous times, and if you look in the construction field, a lot of times you have an owner, and then you have, like, their helper that's been with them for all of eternity. But you watch the demographic where, like, that business owner treats them like family and has to take care of them, and, goes fix their car for them, pays their rent sometimes, buys them gifts. Where it's a different relationship, where it's like, if you have good people, it's like where they take care of their employee like a son, and or a daughter. And I've seen this a lot in the construction field. And, and I've kind of mimicked that sometimes. Like, when I have a helper or something, like, dude, I pay for everything and just go above and beyond. Not really above and beyond anything. It's just what I think is right. But it implements me, because they can't provide. And then you're going to do this, and this. So, like, it's very difficult, because then when their life is unhinged, your life becomes unhinged, and you have to solve problems for them, and you ultimately start to enable them, and but it's ultimately because you just love and you care. But at the same time, it's like you've done the things to become a business owner, and so you have all these other worries, you have all these other understandings, you have all these other responsibilities that other people really don't even understand, because they're not tied to this. They don't have those expectations from family. They don't have expectations from this and that and business partners and stuff like this. So it's very difficult. And I said I'm completely blessed to be able to see things on both perspectives and understand that it's difficult for both parties, because then the employee, can look at things like they don't really care. Where it's like, it's very difficult, because now they gotta, if something happens and they gotta fill a need, or if they have to cancel their life to come fill the need, and it's a very difficult situation. But It's all part of the headache and the responsibility of being an owner, of being someone in charge and someone that has responsibilities that these other people don't even know exist. And so it's just, I think it comes with communication and understanding. But in the heat of the moment, it can be hurtful, to say the least, and could be negative towards either party. And we just kind of have to have more compassion on both sides, and as people in general, to understand life. And I have to do this too. I do it a lot. I've done it through the years, so I just understand. And I understand that if I make a mistake, if I do something, it's a big deal because I'm the owner and I have to take care of these things. And if I don't do my part, someone's paying me to do a job and I fall through, then it ultimately reflects them, and then they have to bite the bullet and deal with that situation. So it's just part of life. And I know in the future when I have tons of employees, I'll have to go through this idea a lot better, and just love. And I think if I can communicate with them well, and I can be vulnerable enough for them to speak to me like a human being, and to be able to tell me what's going on in their lives and stuff, and so we together can solve problems, and I can help when needed without overstepping my boundaries as well, and allow them to continue to flourish and grow, because it needs to be an equal exchange between me and them, and it needs to be beneficial to both of us. And it don't matter, it'll all work out in the end. And if I win, they win. If I'm eating steak, they're eating steak. And it's just the way I see life. And that's why I want my army here. Because if I'm eating steak, my army's eating steak. And we either win together or we lose together. And we're winners. So we do nothing but win. That's all I do is win. So it's cool, man. I love this weather. The moon is full pretty much, and this cold air coming through. Cool air, it's not cold. It's fire to me, man. It's perfect. Just a perfect way to end a perfect day. And I'm just excited for tomorrow. And I know I'll probably be more so by myself tomorrow, but I know I will have good conversation with someone when I get the painting. And always look forward to that, and I just hope I can help and inspire and just be my true authentic self with them, and whatever happens, and just know every day it's just beautiful, it's perfect, and one day closer, I'm one day closer. And we'll see what happens when it happens. But today was perfect, man. People made me laugh, and life is beautiful, and people are beautiful, and all of them, and it's I know I need to help people, and I know that I have a skill. I just ask, the universe and creator and all that to help me kind of pursue that, and just bring people to help me pursue that, because as of right now, I don't see me able to even take time or step forward to it. I don't even know the route to go. Whether to become a life coach or to become an inspirational speaker. I just know that I need to have time with humans. And like I said, this whole journey, I've understood that I can't make much of an impact if I'm not with humans. And so like I need that push. I need that help from the universe and the creator to help me get to where I need to be. Push someone in front of me, or let me meet the people that I need to meet. Let me talk to the people I need to talk to. Because I know I can help. I know I can help. And I just gotta get in front of them, and everything they need will be there. And it's just whether they answer the call or not, and whether they take my hand or not, and whether they allow me to help them or not, and I'll do my part. I'll give you my time. I'll show you my heart. I got your back. I'll go to war for you. That's me. I am me. And I holla. Love y'all. Peace.
When I brought her to LA, she was starstruck. How they living off of Adderall and Starbucks. Started asking, baby, when can it be my turn to go off, lighting up the sky before I'm stardust. And I don't need a fight in the morning. My baby crazy, got me yelling while I'm yawning. She go from naked then to making me exhausted. It's exhausting. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset, 'cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gonna break her down. Her friend said she's changed. She's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain, 'cause this ain't quite what she had planned out. Yeah, man, I spent a couple years on the West Coast. In time I find it's getting hard for me to let go. She want whatever she can take to get her mind right, and she ain't never gonna make it, but she'll get close. My heart been hurting ever since she said you're homesick. My head been hurting since 6 this morning. Proceed with caution, every step is at your own risk, and this is something you ain't seen before. I can't bet this back when she gets that way with herself. 'Cause she's my angel, but she puts herself through hell. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset, 'cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gonna break her down. Her friend said she's changed. She's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain, 'cause this ain't quite what she had planned out. When I brought her to LA, she was starstruck. How they living off of Adderall and Starbucks. Started asking, baby, when can it be my turn to go off, lighting up the sky before I'm stardust. And I don't need a fight in the morning. My baby crazy, got me yelling while I'm yawning. She go from naked then to making me exhausted. It's exhausting. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset, 'cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gonna break her down. Her friend said she's changed. She's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain, 'cause this ain't quite what she had planned out. Yeah, man, I spent a couple years on the West Coast. In time I find it's getting hard for me to let go. She want whatever she can take to get her mind right, and she ain't never gonna make it, but she'll get close. My heart been hurting hurting ever since she said you're homesick. My head been hurting since 6 this morning. Proceed with caution, every step is at your own risk. And this is something you ain't seen before. I can't bounce back when she gets that way with herself. Cause she's my angel, but she puts herself through hell. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset. Cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gon' break her down. Her friend said she's changed. She's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain. Cause this ain't quite what she had planned out. When I brought her to LA, she was starstruck. How they living off of Adderall and Starbucks. Started asking, baby, when can it be my turn to go off, lighting up the sky before I'm stardust. And I don't need a fight in the morning. My baby crazy, got me yelling while I'm yawning. She go from naked then to making me exhausted. It's exhausting. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset. Cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gon' break her down. Her friend said she's changed. She's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain. Cause this ain't quite what she had planned out. Yeah, man, I spent a couple years on the West Coast. In time I find it's getting hard for me to let go. She want whatever she can take to get her mind right. And she ain't never gonna make it, but she'll get close. My heart been hurting ever since she said you're homesick. My head been hurting since 6 this morning. Proceed with caution, every step is at your own risk. And this is something you ain't seen before. I can't bounce back when she gets that way with herself. Cause she's my angel, but she puts herself through hell. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset. Cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gon' break her down. Her friend said she's changed. She's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain. Cause this ain't quite what she had planned out. When I brought her to LA, she was starstruck. How they living off of Adderall and Starbucks. Started asking, baby, when can it be my turn to go off, lighting up the sky before I'm stardust. And I don't need a fight in the morning. My baby crazy, got me yelling while I'm yawning. She go from naked then to making me exhausted. It's exhausting. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset. Cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gon' break her down. Her friend said she's changed. She's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain. Cause this ain't quite what she had planned out. Yeah, man, I spent a couple years on the West Coast. In time I find it's getting hard for me to let go. She want whatever she can take to get her mind right. And she ain't never gonna make it, but she'll get close. My heart been hurting ever since she said you're homesick. My head been hurting since 6 this morning. Proceed with caution, every step is at your own risk. And this is something you ain't seen before. I can't bounce back when she gets that way with herself. Cause she's my angel, but she puts herself through hell. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset. Cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gon' break her down. Her friend said she's changed. She's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain. Cause this ain't quite what she had planned out. brought her to LA, she was starstruck. How they living off of Adderall and Starbucks. Started asking, baby, when can it be my turn to go off, lighting up the sky before I'm stardust. And I don't need a fight in the morning. My baby crazy, got me yelling while I'm yawning. She go from naked then to making me exhausted. It's exhausting.
So we look both ways and walk down Sunset, cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gon' break her down. Her friend said she's changed, she's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain, cause this ain't quite what she had planned out.
Yeah, man, I spent a couple years on the West Coast. In time I find it's getting hard for me to let go. She want whatever she can take to get her mind right, and she ain't never gonna make it, but she'll get close. My heart been hurting ever since she said you're homesick. My head been hurting since 6 this morning. Proceed with caution, every step is at your own risk, and this is something you ain't seen before.
I can't bend this back when she gets that way with herself, cause she's my angel, but she puts herself through hell. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset, cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gon' break her down. Her friend said she's changed, she's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain, cause this ain't quite what she had planned out.
When I brought her to LA, she was starstruck. How they living off of Adderall and Starbucks. Started asking, baby, when can it be my turn to go off, lighting up the sky before I'm stardust. And I don't need a fight in the morning. My baby crazy, got me yelling while I'm yawning. She go from naked then to making me exhausted. It's exhausting.
So we look both ways and walk down Sunset, cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gon' break her down. Her friend said she's changed, she's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain, cause this ain't quite what she had planned out.
Yeah, man, I spent a couple years on the West Coast. In time I find it's getting hard for me to let go. She want whatever she can take to get her mind right, and she ain't never gonna make it, but she'll get close. My heart been hurting ever since she said you're homesick. My head been hurting since 6 this morning. Proceed with caution, every step is at your own risk, and this is something you ain't seen before.
I can't bend this back when she gets that way with herself, cause she's my angel, but she puts herself through hell. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset, cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gon' break her down. Her friend said she's changed, she's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain, cause this ain't quite what she had planned out.
When I brought her to LA, she was starstruck. How they living off of Adderall and Starbucks. Started asking, baby, when can it be my turn to go off, lighting up the sky before I'm stardust. And I don't need a fight in the morning. My baby crazy, got me yelling while I'm yawning. She go from naked then to making me exhausted. It's exhausting.
So we look both ways and walk down Sunset, cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gon' break her down. Her friend said she's changed, she's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain, cause this ain't quite what she had planned out.
Yeah, man, I spent a couple years on the West Coast. In time I find it's getting hard for me to let go. She want whatever she can take to get her mind right. And she ain't never gonna make it, but she'll get close. My heart been hurting ever since she said you're homesick. My head been hurting since 6 this morning. Proceed with caution, every step is at your own risk. And this is something you ain't seen before.
I can't bend this back when she gets that way with herself. Cause she's my angel, but she puts herself through hell. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset. Cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gonna break her down. Her friend said she's changed. She's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain. Cause this ain't quite what she had planned out.
When I brought her to LA, she was starstruck. How they living off of Adderall and Starbucks. Started asking, baby, when can it be my turn to go off, lighting up the sky before I'm stardust. And I don't need a fight in the morning. My baby crazy, got me yelling while I'm yawning. She go from naked then to making me exhausted. It's exhausting.
So we look both ways and walk down Sunset. Cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gonna break her down. Her friend said she's changed. She's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain. Cause this ain't quite what she had planned out.
Yeah, man, I spent a couple years on the West Coast. In time I find it's getting hard for me to let go. She want whatever she can take to get her mind right. And she ain't never gonna make it, but she'll get close. My heart been hurting ever since she said you're homesick. My head been hurting since 6 this morning. Proceed with caution, every step is at your own risk. And this is something you ain't seen before.
I can't bend this back when she gets that way with herself. Cause she's my angel, but she puts herself through hell. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset. Cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gonna break her down. Her friend said she's changed. She's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain. Cause this ain't quite what she had planned out.
When I brought her to LA, she was starstruck. How they living off of Adderall and Starbucks. Started asking, baby, when can it be my turn to go off, lighting up the sky before I'm stardust. And I don't need a fight in the morning. My baby crazy, got me yelling while I'm yawning. She go from naked then to making me exhausted. It's exhausting.
So we look both ways and walk down Sunset. Cause she saw fame and now she's obsessed with all these fakes. I swear this life is gonna break her down. Her friend said she's changed. She's always upset. Versace shades and a Gucci sundress to hide the pain. Cause this ain't quite what she had planned out.
Yeah, man, I spent a couple years on the West Coast. In time I find it's getting hard for me to let go. She want whatever she can take to get her mind right. And she ain't never gonna make it, but she'll get close. My heart been hurting ever since she said you're homesick. My head been hurting since 6 this morning. Proceed with caution, every step is at your own risk. And this is something you ain't seen before.
I can't bend this back when she gets that way with herself. Cause she's my angel, but she puts herself through hell. So we look both ways and walk down Sunset.